Okay, so I'm back with this again, starting again, all over again, just to see how this goes and to kind of get an idea from when I start to talk to when you can hear me. Shouts out to everyone. Oluwasegun, I see you. Brendan, I see you. Ayato, Shirley. If you guys can hear me, please leave a reaction and please subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. If you can hear me, please leave a reaction and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. Please, guys, can you chat in the type? Can you type in the chat box if you can hear me? Okay, so everybody can hear me, right? I bet. So this is what 10:48. Let's wait till 11 so everybody else can join. Sorry, I can't play music right now because of YouTube's copyright rules. But you guys are here, we're all here. That's all that matters. So let's wait till 11 so that everybody else can join and I can just like get some things going together in my space just to make sure I'm a bit more comfortable. So yes, yeah. Let's text everyone that we chill with probably from the space and let them know, look, the live is on. We can come on now to get the best experience. Although it is recorded, so you can always come back to the channel and watch the videos. But it is always best to get first-hand experience, in my opinion. So you can't see my YouTube name. I don't understand. What do you mean by you can't see my YouTube name? how do you subscribe? I mean, it's right, like, bro, like, excuse me. Oh, you can. Wow. Okay. Let me see. Let me join in with my phone and see how. Just give me a second. Yeah. So Shegun, you on your laptop? Are you on your laptop? I mean, if you're on your laptop, make the video, like, zoom out of the video, not full screen. Zoom out of the video. You would see the title of the video right there. You would see how many people is watching, and you would see my name and the subscribe button. That's how you can do that. You don't need to like exit the video. You can just, there's a full screen and exit full screen button or icon that you can tap on. Guys, please subscribe, like the video uh while we're on here. I'm just waiting for 11. Once it's 11, I would begin proper, but I'm just trying to wait for others to join right now. Actually, thank you very much for everyone who has subscribed. If you haven't, please do so. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And once again, the video will be recorded, so if for any reason you got cut out, don't worry, you can come back to the YouTube channel and catch the video. So I did with Susha. I just want to, get some things, get some water, uh just do some things. So once it's 11, we'll begin. Right. I'm here though, but yeah. Okay. Okay. So we have 4 minutes more till we begin. I had to go get some water and Yes, sir. I see you guys, man. Shouts out to you guys, man. Toke Tony, welcome, welcome, welcome. Where's Anne Marie? Anne Marie, I'm sorry. Don't hold me. I'm joking, man. 3 minutes and we're live, guys. Come on. Uh, 3 minutes and we're live. Hmm. Guys, ask me questions. I'm right here, just sitting on my laptop, waiting for it to be 11 o'clock. Just ask me a couple questions before then, so I can just answer real quick. Maybe nothing related to design, or maybe related to design, but just ask a question or two. Yeah, we are. We are live. Hanson, what's up? Well, did you guys hear what I said? I said you guys should ask me a question, right? Like any question. Who is dating that girl at the reception? What reception, bro? What are you talking about? I don't stay at a hotel. I stay in my house. What do you mean? I have no idea what you're talking about, bro. Okay. It's time to begin, guys. It's time to get started, man. Enough with the chit chat. Enough with the reception to enter this live. I don't know what you mean by that, my ski, but you know, yes, sir. So if you can see my screen, right? If you can see my screen, type it in the chat box. I don't want you to leave a reaction because I might not see it. So I just want you to chat so I can see it. You can see my screen. Mm. Can you guys see my screen? Yes. Shake my head. We can see your screen. Yes, screen is live. All right, good. Just give me a minute. My Figma is loading up. Yeah, yeah, the entire window. I mean, there's nothing I'm hiding, of course. So yesterday, while was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday while I went to meet out with the guys, I had to change my settings to light mode. Let me just switch it back to dark mode before we get started and that. Oof, it's taking too long, man. Okay. So no, I'm gonna just do it on mine, regardless. Yeah. Am I a Nigerian? Of course I'm Nigerian. What do you mean? Of course. Niger to the fullest, Molly Fenushi Pepsi man. Should get. Stop playing, man. Eh? New trenches. Huh. Okay. Let's go. So let's go to what's the first element anyway? Can somebody tell me what the first element is? Let me open up that YouTube video. Discord. Let's start from the last element, the card element. Do you guys agree that we should start from the last element? Are you guys with me? Do you guys agree that we should start like from the last element? If you guys are here, I want you guys to respond. Like it's an interactive session, right? I'm not just talking. I want you guys to also respond. So if you can hear me, please reply. Please, if you can hear me, please reply. Do you think we should start from the last components, guys? What do you guys think? What's your suggestions? What do you have? Okay, one person is saying simplest to the most difficult. Another person is saying start from the bottom because the other person started from the top and finished halfway, right? So I need one more person to say something like where do we start from? I want to see how you do your prototyping. And yeah, like I'm asking where we should start from. Like, you understand? Like, where do you want us to start? Should we start from the top or should we start from the bottom? Like, that's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking. I want to know if we start from the top or the bottom. Let me go to my mail. Somebody sent the list of all the elements some time ago. So I'm gonna just check my mail for that. Okay, so we have the tables. You know what? Let me just start with the table components. I'll just start with that. I'm gonna just start with that. Then we'll make our way from there, right? Select table tab card. Okay. I'll start with table, then I'll go to select because I saw this late. So I'll start with table, then I'll go to select, right? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just trying to load this page now. Why is it taking so much time? Now, 1 second. Mm. Hmm. My laptop the angle. I don't even understand. Okay, let's start from the table component, guys. I think that's easier. I think that's a lot easier, the tables component. So we'll start from there. Tab is the first element. Let's settle on one now. Yeah, I'm going to start with this element here. That's what I'm going to do. So, okay, guys, we have officially started. We have officially started the live stream. So, as we all know, this is a live stream for us to build these components from the Next UI library. So let's get to it real quick. No time to waste at all. Two things you can do. You can use CSS Pipa if you're trying to recreate this to the letter, like trying to get every single dimension, every single, just to get it how they did it. Because it's something that I always tell myself, right? These designs are made by pros. So if you can replicate these designs to exactly how they are, you're a pro as well, you know. So let's just do that. You can use CSS Pipa or you can use inspect. I would rather use inspect because inspect is more detailed, right? So I don't know how you get to inspect on your own computer, but me, I have to come here and go to dev tools, and then it opens up my console here, you know. But me, I want to just inspect the elements, so I'm not going to go to console. I'll just click on elements here, right? So I can inspect all the elements individually. Brendan, how far? I no worry, I will just start from here. I'll just go to the tab. No stress, no stress. Yeah, anyway, so I'll come here to select the elements. I'll just click on this. If you click on this, it means you can select elements, right? So if you see, when I do this, I get, a lot of information. So that's how we are going to, copy all of these designs to the letter, right? So let's start from here. This is enter, this is enter. Okay, so let's start. So from here I can see that it has a certain color. I know the font size, the font and the font size, and I know the padding, I know everything. So let me just start from here, right? Okay. I'll just move that tab close to my workspace and say this will be table. I like to rename everything, and we're going to be renaming as we go. So if you come here, when you hover on it, you have to click on this inspect element here, right? You have to click on this so that when you come here, you can see everything. So this is 12 pixels, enter, and it says name, right? So I'll just say, press T on my keyboard to give me the text. Click on here and I'll say name, right? Enter, give it 14 pixels, right? Hold on, come back here, check it again, 12 pixels, right? So I'll make that 12 pixels. So you can see that the height here is 40 and the width is about 340, right? So I'll then okay, I will just come back to this and put this in an auto layout, right? Auto layout, and I'll give it enough, just give it 8 on each side, but then I'll make the height 40 and I will make the width 340. Now I'll put this to the left. Now, because we are already working with a system, like we are just replicating a design, right? That's why I'm doing all of these things like this. I'm setting the width to fixed width. Mr. Brennan always says, do not manipulate your auto layouts manually, right? But I know what I'm doing, trust me, and you understand what I'm doing as we proceed. But basically, I'm trying to build exactly what is here. You understand? That's what I'm trying to do. So if you follow, you will get it too. So let's just start, right? So this has a height of 40 and a width of 340, as you can see, and the color is A1 So we'll just replicate that as well. Selection colors A1 right? Good. Just make that all caps. Instead of me changing that, I can just come here to the advanced settings and make that what's uppercase, right? You come there, you can see that if you click on that element there, you can come to styles and you can see the font weight is 600 semi-bold. So you just go back to your file and you select on this. Please, if you're understanding so far, can you just type in a chat box so I know? I just know, please, if you're understanding this so far. I know we just started, but if it is making sense so far, please, can you just type in the chat box? If you guys can hear me, can you just type in the chat box to say that you're understanding so far? Can you guys hear me? Okay. No wala. No wala. I'll continue. Okay, I'll continue then. So, um, we already got the weight of this, right, to be semi-bold. So I'll just do that for these ones. This one is also 40, but has a width of 226, and its name is row. So I'm just come here, do this. I would say I'll just name this frame once a name. I would hold my shift and alt, then drag this to make a duplicate of it and call this row, and I'll just say row here. Come back. I want to see the width again. So the width is 226, as you can see, 226, right? So I'm gonna just go back here and say I want the auto layout frame, the width to be 226, right? Exactly. So I duplicate that again, and I go back, I hover on status, and I see that the width is 125. So what I'll do is come back to my workspace and say I want this width to be 125, right? Then I come here again, actions is 131. So I go back to my workspace and say, okay, I want actions now. Row. Wait, the third one was, I didn't even change the name, status and then actions. Okay, so this one is status. Name this to status as well. Give that capital letter, status. Right, then have actions, I think. Control Z and do that again. Okay, so what I did was just shift, alt and drag. Then name this for actions. Name this actions. Right, cool. So I want to get the width for actions, because you remember we already have the width for this, the width for this, the width for this. And how do we get that? We got that from here, right? 340, 226, 125, 131. So this would be 125, and this would be 131, just like that. So right, we have these. I'm not going to do anything with them right now. I'm just going to leave them as they are, right? Then I will just come down, press T, click on that. That's text. Come back here, and now I want to do this. So now I can see this text has 20 on the height, and it is 14 pixels, and it is inter as well. So meaning that it is 14 pixels in height and 14 pixels in text size and 20 in line height. That's basically what it means. 14 pixels in text size and 20 in line height. Let me see if I can get the line height of these. I can't. 14 pixels in text size, 20 in line height. So Tony Reichardt. Let's do that. Come here and say Tony Reichardt. Is that correct? Yeah, it is. Just come back here and case it to none. Wait, sorry, do that again. Case it to none. So let's do this. Tony, yeah, make that medium. So remember, the text is 14 pixels with a height of 20, right? So that's what you want. But we're also going to change the weight. So let's check what the weight is. So come here, you can see that if we click on that, hold on, give me a second. 1 second. Click on that, or what? Let me do this. Can't see what I'm looking for. Cannot see what I'm looking for. But no problem. I think this is pretty easy to figure out. This one says 400, so you know it's light. Like the one below says 400. Tiny text foreground 400, so you know it's light. This one says text small, doesn't say anything. Okay. Let's just give it regular right now, just to play safe. So I'll give that regular and I'll change the color to ECEDEE. So I'll come here and say ECEDEE, give that. Then I want to put the email address underneath. So I'll just duplicate that and I'll just call this person name and call this person email, right? It's always good to name your layers and everything, trust me. So this says TonyReichert@example.com. I'll just come here and copy it. Oh, sorry, let me do that again. No, voila, I'll just write it. At example.com. Good. I'll make this light because if you check, come back here, click on this, come back here, you see this says 400, so you know it's light. 500 is medium, 600 is like semi bold. So this is 12 pixels with 16 line height because font size is 12 pixels, then it has a height of 16, so you already know that. So you just come here and make this one 12 pixels with a line height of 16. That's exactly how you get that. Put this tool in an auto layout, yeah, and I'll just name this person name / email, or name and email, right? If you have any questions, please let me know. Come again with the dimensions. Just pure content. What's your name, please? Do you understand the dimensions now, or should I go over it again? Okay, Hazel. All right. So let's continue. Now, last thing I did was I put the name and email in one auto layout, and I named the person name and email. So I want to adjust the spacing and all of that. I'll come back here, make sure this is clicked on. Then I can see this has a height of 36, right, and a width of 158, but a height of 36. So let's see. This one is 14 with 20, so this is 20 plus 16 is 36, meaning that there's no space in between. So you just put this to 0. That's how you get that easily. You can just tell that there's no space in between because this frame is supposed to be 36, just as the both of these are 36. Then if you come here, you see this is 40 by 40. I want to click on this to see what the border radius is. Image 100%, yes. Vertical align middle, I can see that. Looking for border radius, border 0 solid, box size, and border box. Is there no radius on the border? Let me see. Okay, we'll just replicate this. This is 40 by 40 anyway, so we'll just bring in a frame of 40 by 40. So I'll click F on my keyboard, tap here, and it gives me a frame of 100 by 100. So I'll click here to make sure that the proportions are constrained. Then I say 40 here, so it is 40 by 40. I just bring that here, and I'll name this person avatar. Then I would click on person avatar and click on person name and email. Shift A to make an auto layout, put it in the middle. Let me see the space between the person avatar. I can't see. How do I know the spacing there? How do I know that spacing there? Let me see. Uh, damn. Hold on, just give me a minute. Hold on, I'm coming. Just give me a minute. I'm trying to see how I can get that. Okay, you know what? I can use CSS Paper for that. So we'll just use both tools. We'll use CSS Paper and we'll use console. Because I know some things that CSS Paper is good for that this isn't really exactly good for. So I'll just turn this off from here, from console, and come to CSS Paper here. Click on CSS Paper again. And come back to table. Yeah, I know that it works best, but I'm just trying to show you how you can get it by the book. You understand? What's happening now? I know the C. Okay, sorry. False alarm. Let me just take this off for now. Yeah, so I'm on CSS Paper now. I will just do this. Reset, sorry. Mm. 8, yes, 8 works best. I should have just listened to you. I'm sorry. I had to do long cuts to get to the short answer, but it's no problem. So let's download that image now from CSS Picker. With CSS Picker. Let's use CSS Picker to download that image. Guys, I'm sorry. I told you I had issues with my internet. I'm not going to get into that right now, but let's just continue what we're on. So I'm just, what's going on? Guys, I'm sorry. My laptop is messing up, man. The stream is taking a lot of my CPU power, so it's just making every other thing else just lag. I'm just going to take off the CSS people. Don't worry, we don't need that right now. Let's just continue. Excuse me. Excuse me. So let's just continue. Okay. Yeah, so let's continue. I will just go back to my workspace, give this frame say 10 pixels for the border radius, right? Then I would also yeah, I will just use random images to fill that. Don't worry about the image. The images is not a problem. That won't be issue at all. Come to plugins, come to Unsplash here. That won't be issue at all. Very, very small thing. Yeah, I'll just come to Tony. Tony is a man, so I'll just say man. Comes to free license. And let's select a Tony. I mean, we're not going for anything serious. Let's just get the job done. Guys, is my voice breaking off? Like, is my audio like breaking off at some point? Is it lagging? Is it stuttering? Give me feedback, please. Okay, so let's continue. I was asking if my voice is stuttering. Can you guys hear me clearly? Audio is sharp. Okay, I think it's my network because I'm also like viewing on my phone just to test the experience, and I have the audio on low, but I increase it sometimes just to see if the audio is clear. So on my phone it's lagging, but I think it's the network. So please let me. Hazel said no, Hansen said it is perfect, but is anybody experiencing any challenges? Okay, audio is clear. So I think it's my network, no problem. All right, let me continue then. Let me continue. So I want to get the color for this email now. Let me come back here. I'll just open my dev tools, developer tools. Let me see what the chat is saying. Is great. Okay, it's my network. It's my network. It's my network. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna come back here, click on this. Sorry, like I said, the streaming software is using a lot of my CPU, so it's a bit hard. But we continue. So this is the color for this is 7171A. So we'll come back here and we say this should be 7171. Wait, hold on, let's go back. 71717A. Okay, 7A. Put this back to 100. 71717A. Good, exactly. So we have that. Now let's go back here and see how we can replicate this. So this is 20 height, 14 pixels in 20 in height, 14 pixels in size. And what else? It is bold. 20 in height, 14 pixels in size, and it is bold. Okay, so let's replicate that. So I'll say T for text, put that there. I'll close this on splash, and I would say CEO, right? I think 14 by 20. Please, if you don't understand anything, just feel free to text it. I will get the message ASAP and get to you, reply you, or give an answer. Do you understand? Instead of having to go far and then coming back, right? So let's continue. It says text bold, but I don't know if the text is actually bold. Let me just run through this real quick. Because I think this is bigger than this, right? Excuse me. I think this is a lot larger than this if we're talking about text size, like text width, right? Okay, so I'll go with my gut. I'll go with my gut. Let me just leave it at bold for now. We can edit it later. I'll just leave it at bold for now. Then I'll bring one below and say management, right? Then let's see what management is saying. So this one says, okay, it says text bold, but it's definitely not bold too. So we'll just say it is 20 in height, 14 in pixels as well, but just a different color. Okay, so let's give it that color that this one has. All right, this color. So copy this, copy, and paste here. Now it definitely is not the same height. So we'll just, instead of semi bold, let's say we want to make this medium, right? So these and this are in medium and they look perfect. I think medium is, yeah, I think medium is the correct, text width for these, because this is definitely semi bold and this does not look like semi bold at all. Okay, so let me check the chat to see if there's anybody saying anything. It's good from your end. I bet. Let's go. So now I'll take this and this and put them in an auto layout. I'll come to tables here. We'll see how, trying to see the width and the height of the okay, so as you can see here, the height total is 61. Let me just scroll all the way down here. Sorry, excuse me. So this is 61 by 209, right? 61 by 209. So let's figure that ourselves. 61 by 209. So we'll just say this would fix width, and this will be 209, and this is 62. So we'll just leave that as 62. Oh no, sorry, 0, and give this 10, so 60. And we can just give this 1, so that's 61. I'm on a mass. It's calm. So we'll just say this will be description and position. Let me just say that, description and position, right? So there we have that. We'll come back here, and then we have this active, frame, this small frame here. So we can see, if you select this one, you can see that it is 24 height, right? And if you select this, you see that it is 12. This is 12 pixels in size by 16 in height, and the frame itself is 24. So this is 12 by 16 and the frame is 24. So let's see how we can do that. 12 by 16 and 24. So we say T, click on and say active, right? And we'll give that 12 by 16, and we make that an auto layout and try to see how we can make the height 24. We bring this to 4, it is 24. So that's good. Let's look for the width. What was the width saying? So the width was saying 51, 52. All right, so let's do that. It's already saying 53 here. Okay, let's say 6, 49. Let's say 7, 51. Okay, let's just give it 8, so it will be 53. It's no problem. Or we can just even come to, no, it's calm. Let's see how content. It's no problem. Fill. Let's see if we can get the color of. Okay, so okay, so the color of the text is 18C964. And I can see that the background is about the same color. It's just opaque, like it just has a little bit of opacity. So let's do that. I think it has 30% opacity. I think so. So we have 18C964. Let's do that. So come in here, click this, say 18C964. Right. Then we copy this for the fill of the text itself. Come to the background of the frame and give it the same thing, but just make this 30%. So you can see we definitely achieve that. Definitely achieve this. Right. So now we'll just give it a border radius. Make it, let me say 45. I think 45 is just good. I think 45 is just good. So we'll just name this tiny buttons. Tiny buttons. You just name that tiny buttons, right? So I don't think this is medium. I think this is probably regular. Yes. So you see we have 52 here. Let's check the height again. 51, 52. So yeah, adds up. Okay. Let's see if we can check the text. The text is can we see? We can't see the text. Normal font, normal. Let's see. I mean regular. Yeah, medium. Medium is too large. I think it's regular. Yeah, so regular is okay. So let me see if anybody's asking a question. Are you clicking on it to get the dimensions on it? I'm just hovering on it. I'm just hovering on it. Yeah, I'm just hovering on it. But before I hover, I have to come and click this button here. It says select an element in the page to inspect it. That's what I do. I just come and do this here. Click this. If not, it won't work. So we'll come back. Let's go back and see the next thing we have. So we have these icons, right? These icons. You can see that these icons are 18 by 18. So let's create ours. So 18 by 18 on the icons. Let's create ours. Me, I use huge icons. So I'll just come to huge icons, right? And wait for it to load up. Please guys, if you're enjoying the stream so far, you can leave a like or subscribe to the channel. It goes a long way. It goes a long way. Thank you so much guys for doing this. I appreciate the love and the encouragement so far. Just waiting for huge icons to load up so we can get going. Damn, it's taking time. I didn't care. Rephrase your question. I don't understand. Please rephrase your question. Thank you. Guys, I'm on no vex from you. I don't know what they do my network. Oh, I don't really understand myself, to be honest. Just give me a minute, man, to come up. I'm sorry for this, man. I had issues, man, I had issues trying to, so I use a MiFi. I use like a regular MTN MiFi, and it doesn't have, LAN, and obviously LAN is way better than MiFi. If we're talking about like connection and speed and all of that. So I have an MTN HyperNet Flex router in the house. It's the first model 5G router, right, with LAN. So I tried to use that, but when I subscribed for it, they told me that the number was barred and I had already subscribed and everything. And like, so I was just in a trance. I called customer care tirelessly, but I did not give up. I just said, what, I'm gonna just do this with this. So please forgive the internet speed. So I digress, but we continue. Right, so these are 18 by 18, I remember. So I'm trying to get them from huge icons. That's why I reset my tab. So let's go back to huge icons. Please open, please. Thank you. Appreciate the love. Thank you. Okay, so just check. These are stroke icons. So I'm gonna just do I, edit and delete. So I'm just say I, click on enter. Okay. So I'll select this and just put this to white, just so it is visible. All right, voila. Click out, come back here, edit. This is calm, or this, or this. This is better. Let me see. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, this is better. So I'll just click this. Just come here and say delete, and I would also, no, I think I want this one. So I'll click on this one. Then I would click on this too and come to selection color and make them white, just so they are visible. I'll still change the color to the appropriate color, right? So I click out here and I click out here. Select all of these and I come here. You see they're all 24 pixels in width and height, so I make it 18. Remember, once this is on constraint, you can just change one and they both align together, right? Bet. So I want to see excuse me, I want to see the spacing between these. I think there should be 4. Let me just do that. I think the spacing should be 4. No, 4 won't work. 8. 8 is not bad. I'll put the 3 of them in an auto layout. Let me just use command and drag over the 3 of them. Shift A, auto layout 8, 120, 61 in height, 122 in width. And if you see, okay, no padding, just fixed width and height. So I'm gonna just do that. I'll just give it fixed width and height. I'll give it some space by the left, by the way. So let's do that. So we have 61 by 122. So I would say the height should be, fixed height should be 61. Put this in the middle of the middles. And this is what, 122. So I'll say, give this fixed 122, right? But I'll make the padding on the right 16 and I'll set it to the left. It's padding on the left 16, I'll set it to the left, just like we have here. You can see that there's like if you hover on, come on, click here, and if you hover on this, you see that there's some space here, just like you have here as well, right? So there's some space here, and if you check here, this is 40 on 122 on the width, and this is also 122 on the width. Let me just check for actions. actions here, 122 exactly. So I also give that, this is 8. What's this? 16. So I'll just give this 16 on the, give this 16 here. So you see how we're just doing this little by little, right? So I'll come back here. I want to see the color for this. How do I set color for that? Okay, so the color for that is give me a second. Yeah, blood. Maybe what's the color? Is it this? I think so. I think so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think that's the color. So let's go back and say this one and this one should have that color that I just copied. What's the happen? Oh, that's not the color. I miss CSS speaker. CSS speaker will be able to tell me those colors easily. It's a bit hard finding them out here. Give me a second. I'll just give it the color of this. I think it's the same. So come here, copy this 71, 71, 78. Copy that. Come here, and just give that. Yeah. So for the red now, this is a lot harder than I thought. I'll just check this. Still can't get no color. Wow. Let me get CSS people. Hold on. Let me see if it will work this time. Yep, we did. Good. So this is the color we need. This one. So we'll just copy that. Come here and make that color. Exactly. So just to be sure we have the right color, we'll use CSS people again to check this one. Same color, and then we can now see that the padding, the spacing between is 8, 10. So this one is 8, this one is 10. Click on this, we can see that there is 12 pixels on the right, 12 pixels on the left. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So we'll just give this 12 pixels on the right and left. And I'll just give this 10, 10 each. And still say it should be 122. So we have that. So let's make this. We'll just say this one is we'll call this hover icons, right? And we'll make this a component. Just make this a component and drag it all the way up. Now we want to build these hover components, right? So we'll just click on this. No. Okay. So let's go back to CSS people and we'll just leave it here. Come here, hover on this, and then do that. Oh wow. Damn. This is crazy. Because I can't click anywhere now. Okay, so we have oh, oh wow. Chat. This is really hard. Like I'm just trying my best not to cry. 14 by 20. 10 10 on each side. 4 4 up and down. Okay. 14 by 20. 10 10 on each side and 4 up and down, making it 65 by 28. So say text, click here, write details. 14 by 20, make that an auto layout. 10 10 on each side. And I think 4 top and bottom. 28 66. I think I'm correct. So do that again just to be sure. 65 by 28 exactly. So we have 66 by 28. Same thing. So I want to try and check for the text, like if it is medium or I think this is regular. I think this is regular. Just regular. It is not bold or anything. Yeah, I think that's regular. Calm. So now I want to get the color. I want to get the size of the want to get the feel of the frame. So this is the fill and that's the color. So just take the fill. We have this color already. So we'll just come here and give it a fill of this, right? Then for the white color, that's what we have here. So just take that color here and give it to this right here, right? So that's how we have that. Are you guys following through? If you're following through, please let me know. If you don't understand anything, please let me know. I'll just wait for a minute to get some feedback from you guys. And how are you enjoying the stream so far? Are you guys with me? Are you guys with me? Hello, share wa pẹ̀lú mi. All right. So we continue. Right. So I want to get this has a border on it, like border radius. So I want to get that border radius. So I come here again, click on this. You can see that the border radius is 12. I've seen that it's 12. Yeah, so I'll just come here, say I want the border radius to be 12, right? No voila. So that's for details. Then I would say this is details overlay, right? Then I will drag that out with Shift and Alt. Shift just makes it stay on a straight line when you drag it out. You just need Alt to duplicate if you want to do it manually. So this will be edit user, I think. Let me check. Edit user. Yep. And the other one is what? Delete. Is it delete user? to click out of here. Let me just click out of here for now. Yikes. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know if it's delete user or not. I just wanted to be sure. Okay, it is delete user. All right. So we'll just say this one is edit overlay, and then the other one will be what? Delete user. So just name this delete overlay, right? But then this has this color, the fill. So we'll just take out this color here, copy it, come here at the fill, we give it that. We'll leave the text color the same. So what we want to do here is we want to make sure that when we hover on these icons, we have these overlays. So I'll come to prototype. I'll click on this eye. Let me zoom in. I'll click on the eye icon alone. You can see here it says eye, just the eye icon, the 18 by 18. So you know it's the whole icon, right? So I say I want interaction. On click, I want it to what? Open overlay. Which overlay? Come here to none. That's why you should name your frames. So now I can see delete overlay, details overlay. That's what I want. So centered, no, I want it to be what? Manual. Come back here and I will open CSS peeper. Excuse me. Okay, now come here, click on this to see. I think it's six pixels. I don't know why it says 7, but it definitely has to be 6 pixels. So I'll just give that 6 pixels. Manual. So I'll bring that 6 pixels on top of. Hold on. Wait, let me say centered. Go back to manual again. So I'll say this 812, right? Then I'll just bring this here. I don't want that 5.5, so I'll go back to design. So you see that this Y is saying 21.5. What do I do here? Let me come here. 21.5. Okay, no voila. I'll just leave that like that. So nothing I can do here. But yeah, that's okay there. So I'll prototype this one. Prototype it here. I would say I want this one to, not the eye icon, this one. When you click on it, I want it to open overlay. To edit, open overlay to edit overlay right here. I want it to be manual. I just want it to be 6 pixels above. Bring it down by 1. Then I do the same for this. When I click on it, I want it to open overlay from none to delete overlay right here. Put it to manual and just center it on top. Bring that down by 1 again. So click out of that. Then I will just come to my assets here. For tables, bring this hover icons here. So this is the instance. I'll just bring the instance here, come back to layers to be sure that this is the instance. Yeah, so now I'll proceed to grouping all these items. So this is person info. Yeah, so description, tiny buttons and this. So I'll just put all of them in an auto layout. Click on this, click on this, click on this, click on this. And I clicked on them simultaneously using Shift A now to put all of them in an auto layout. I go back to design. I want to know that the width of this frame. So I go back here and okay, you can see that they are independent, right? So let's see what the independent width is. So this one says 255. It has 12 on each side. So I'll go back here. I say this. I want this to be fixed width of 255. No, not that, sorry. I want so if we go into frame 1, person info, I want person info to be 255 by 61. So I want it to be fixed width 255. Yeah, this is already 61. I don't need to make this 61. Does that make sense? Like this frame is already 61. I don't need to make this one 61 anymore, if that makes sense. You understand? So let's continue. So this is 255. So let me get for this one. This one is 170, 12 on each side as well. So I'll give this 12 on each side. Forgot. So this is 120, 170 and 12 on each side as well. So 170, just say 170 with 12 on each side as well. This is 94 with 61, 12 on each side as well. So click on this, give it an auto layout. I say fixed width. I say 94. Put it to the left and give it a pattern of 12 on each side as well. So 94 to the left, 12 on each side, right? Then this 99, 12 on each side, 8 on top and bottom. It's 61, so just forget about the 8 top and bottom. Just give it 12 on each side. So I'll just come here to the main component and I see that it is already 12 on each side, so I'll leave it like that, and it is already 61, so I'll leave it like that. Then I'll come here and check for the size of this outer frame. I cannot see any spacing, so I'll just come back here and say, okay, for this frame 1 now, I want the spacing to be 0. So I zoom in, right? So you can see it looks almost exactly like you have here, right? So for what I want to do, I will just duplicate what I already have 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So I'll say I already have this. I'll name this row 1, right? So if I come here, Shift Alt and drag it down, right? I've already duplicated it once. Now I press Command and D, and then Command and D, and then Command and D, right? So that I have everything. Come back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So I click on this, trying to see how much space it has between itself. So there's no space at all between them. There's no space at all. There's no space at all, but you can tell that their frames have 8 pixels on top and bottom. So I'll just come here, come here, click on all of them, click on all of them, come to the height, hold the height, give this 8 on top and bottom, and then make a fixed height of 61. Right. So then you also bring the spacing between to 0, right? And then you make them auto layout, right? You make them auto layout. Then you come back here and you select this bigger frame, and you see that it has 16 from this frame to here. So you come back here and you say you want to give it 16 here. So from here again to here is 16, as you can see, right? You come back here. This is inside this frame. So what you are going to do now is say you want to put, you first of all, you put these all in the frame, right? Please, are you guys understanding so far? I know I may not be the best at teaching. I'm not Mr. Brendan, but you can't hear me. Can you hear me now? Can you guys hear me now, please? Can somebody say something? If you can hear me, can you say something, please? Or is it Adenike's network? Okay, it is probably a network. Okay, let's go on. So I'll just copy this, select this, select this, and I'll put them in an auto layout, right? I want the auto layout to be horizontal. I'll just bring that down. Sorry, Control Z. Make this horizontal and just move it down a bit. Just bring it down a bit, right? Cut out. So I'll come here again. This is 255, 255. This is 340. So I put that to 255, right? This is 170. So I'll give this 170. This one is 94. So I give this 94. And this one is 122. So I give this 122. Yeah. Then I click on that frame and no space between. Say this, I want it to have 12 top and bottom. Right and left rather. 12 right and left. Yeah. 12 right and left. Yeah. Close this. Say 12. Right? So we check here. 641 in width. We check this one too. 641 in width. Right? So you copy this frame 4. Control C, or in my case, I'll just say Control X. I want to cut it. Come on frame 3, right? And double click or right click or something click, shall, and say you want to paste it inside here. You just drag it out, it didn't enter. Bring it back inside the frame again. Exactly, so you can see it has taken its own position. Now, let's edit this to look like what we have here. So we can just click on this and see the background. This is the background, right? So we'll just copy this background, right? And go, wait, that's not the background. This is the background. Oh wait, the text. Oh, that's the text. So the background is actually this. Sorry, my bad. So fill. Yeah, that's the background. So it definitely has 12, okay, 12 on bottom. 8 pixels. 8 pixels, okay. No wahala. So 8 pixels border radius. And we have this. Right. So now, let me see. Okay, let me just give these avatars a little bit more border radius. If you want to know how I did that, let me do it again. So you hold shift, right? Select the item you want to select. So just select the item and then you hold shift, and Figma is so smart. When you hold shift down and you press command at the same time, it will know that you are trying to select this particular element, so it will just make it easier for you so that you having to click. So you can just do that. Come here and say you want to give it border radius of 20, no, 12, 16, 14. I think 14. Yeah, 14 is okay. Then you have this, so that's the outer one. Then you come here and you say this, so this has 16 on each side, top, bottom, left and right. So you come back here and you say it already has 16 right and left, so you give it 16 top and bottom, right? So you can see. Then the background is this. Copy the background, come here, and then you add a fill. And you paste that background, and as you can see, we have exactly what we have here. But I want to see the spacing from here to here, 16 pixels. So you come here, select all of these, auto layout, and you name this rows. Right, then you select this one and give it space of 16. If you had not given all these an auto layout, everything would have been given space of 16. You get me? So you just come here and name this header. Then you come here and name this tables. So now let's complete the table by filling in the information. So this is Zoe Lang. So we just say Zoe Lang, Zoe dot Lang at example.com. Are you guys following through so far? Is it understandable? Does it make sense? Like, should it make sense? Give me feedback before I continue. Should it make sense so far? I bet. Do you understand the concepts? That's the most important thing. Do you understand the concept? You can always view this video, yes. You can always view the video, yes. You can always view the video. It's going to be on my page, so you can come back and some things that you didn't get, you can rewatch it. Do you understand? Okay. Can I continue? Can I continue, guys? Concept crystal clear. Okay. You missed some parts. Yeah, you can always rewatch the videos. Don't worry. You can always rewatch the videos. If you're just coming in, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. It goes a long way. Thank you so much. Let's go on. All right then. So yeah. So I think we've done everything. I was just trying to put in all of these. So this is technical lead development. So say technical lead, and this will be development. What was this? Paused. Okay, so say paused. Let's get the colors for that. So just come here, click on that. So pick the main color and see that this one has an opacity of 20. So we'll just come back here. Remember, we'll give this one an opacity of 30. We'll just give it an opacity of 20 instead. Please give me a second. Yeah, just give the opacity of 20 instead. Yeah, exactly. So give this one that color we just picked. Give this one the color as well, but make the opacity 20. Exactly. Now come back. Uh, okay, so let's just duplicate the active first. So I'll just copy this. I'll copy the whole block here like this. I'll just copy this, right? Select this, and I'll say I want it to paste to replace. Exactly. So the next one is what? Jane Fisher. So let's do that. What is our position? Senior developer in development. So just say right. Then say that is active. Okay. So we have William Howard. So let's go to okay. So community manager and marketing. So say community manager. I'll say marketing, right? Then vacation. Let's copy that color and come here. So just say vacation, right? Give that color this, that color this. Um, select this one, the other one. Just give it that 20%. So you can see it is activated. Then let's do the last one. Kristen Copper. Let's do that. Right. What's our position? Sales manager and sales. Okay. For some reason, I think the text fonts here are large. I think they should be regular. So I'll just come here. Shift and command to select that individually. Shift and command select that individually very easily. So this should not be medium. I think they should be regular. Yeah, I think they should be regular. Yeah, so I think they look perfect this way. Yeah. So let's prototype this to see if our hover is working. So we'll just click on present. Guys, no vex, so my laptop just dey fuck me up, man. Internet. Thank God, though. It's opening finally. I hope you guys are not sleeping, no. Hmm. Okay, no wala. Don't worry. Just come back to Figma. As he doesn't want to reply us. No wala. Just come here. Click this. No, not that. Come here. Select on the components instance or the instances. Shift and command. Or shift alone is calm. Just select the blocks. The blocks. So you come here and say, okay, come back here, click on prototype. Okay. Come here. Still not working. Let me take this out. You know what? I'll just do that again. I'll take out the interactions and do it again. I'll just like minus it here. Select this, take it out. Select this, take it out, and just do it again. Figma just acts up sometimes. Oh, sorry. I just go back. Excuse me. They're supposed to be on hover. So instead of on click, you just say while hovering. Figma, I'm sorry. Instead of on click while hovering. Here, instead of on click while hovering. So come back here. But it's too fast. You get me? It's too fast. It has to be a bit, it has to just be a bit slow, because let's see here. It doesn't just, it takes a time before it actually comes on. You get? So let's set that. So the first one, instead of instance, we'll say no smart animates, no voila. We'll say dissolve. Ease out 300 milliseconds, no voila. For the other one too, we'll say dissolve ease out to 300 milliseconds. This one as well, we'll say what dissolve to 300 milliseconds ease out as well. So let's come back. See, so it's a bit, it's better. I think delete user hasn't. Okay, let me try that again. Let me restart this. Hold on. Come here, present. Just give it a second, guys. Okay, I think it's up. So that's how you do that, right? Pretty easy. And you can then change the colors after if you like. So you can see that because it's components, everything just automatically prototypes once you do it like that. So that's that for tables, and we're done. If you have any question concerning tables, please ask now. If you don't have any questions, we can move on as soon as possible. So please, what's the status? Do you understand building the tables so far? Does it make sense? Has it been okay? Or is there something you missed? Is it something you can come back and watch? Or is it something you want me to answer right now? Please let me know before we move on to the next one. Okay, can we move to the next topic? I bet. So what's the next one? Somebody tell me, please. What's the next one we're supposed to do? What's the next one? Shouts out to you guys, man. What's the next one we're supposed to do? Which one? Which one are we supposed to do next? Which one are we supposed to do next? Or which one are we supposed to do next? Tabs. Okay, no, let's just do tabs. Because nobody's saying anything. I feel like you guys are sleeping, you know? Those icons actually have three states. Rabiat, what are the three states? Do the forms. Which one are the forms again? It's my network. No, 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 it's not my network. So like, I mean, the Wi-Fi is not all that bad, but compared to like the router, it's definitely not as. My live chat is delayed. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's YouTube. It's not from YouTube. It's just YouTube. Yeah, it's just YouTube. It's not me. That one is YouTube. Tabs with forms. What's tabs now? We're already at tabs now. We're already at tabs. Wagwan Kingsley. What's going on, bro? I think Kingsley and Rabia just came in. Welcome, guys. So Page 4. What's this? Okay, so I'll just create a new page and I'll call that tabs. Yep. So we're supposed to design these tab elements, but with images, Abby. We're supposed to design these tab elements, but with images, yeah? Nah, Rabiot, that's not an interaction at all. Hover is just hover. Like if something comes on when you hover on it, when you hover off, it's supposed to go off. Right? Hover is not a click effect. Click, when you click on something, it changes and you have to re-click on it for it to re-change. That's different. But for hover, you once you hover off, whatever you set to come on the hover goes off once you hover off. How to make the overlay button disappear is where, how do you mean disappear? Like once you hover off, it disappears. I don't understand what you mean. Like this is hovering on. Once you hover off, it disappears. This is hovering on. Once you hover off, it disappears. What do you mean? Tabs. So I was asking, we are supposed to design this particular tab, but this text, we should replace them with images, yes or no? Okay, thank you, Kinsley. Let's proceed. Let's proceed. Okay, so let's get some information about that element or these elements before we proceed. So let's click on photos and let's do that. So we have it to be 70 by 32. I want to open inspect because I want to be sure what the size. Okay, I think it's 14 by 20. So let me just put it text T. I press T for text, then I click on the canvas and then I want to save photos. 14 by 20, right. Come back to tabs. Doesn't look like it's regular. It's not regular. I'm not regular. Excuse me. Let me just open my dev tools. And what I want to do majorly is I just want to know what the size of, or what, I just want to know like what the, either the size or like the font weight. 500. Text default 500. 14 by 20. Okay. Let me see. So according to them, they say it's medium. Oh wait, 500 is like, oh, this is 300, 400, 500. Okay, 500. All right. So you guys are following through so far, are we? Everywhere good now, are we? So we have that. Then I want to come back to this and see. So you can see it has 12 on the left, 12 on the right, 12 on the left, 12 on the right, 4 on top, 4 at the bottom. So let's do that. Put that in an auto layout. 12 and 4, right? And then we'll come back here. It is 70 by 32. Come here. It's already 70, but it's not 32 yet. So we'll just wait. We'll just make the height 8, 36. Make the height 6, 32. So that's how we'll achieve that 32. Then what I will do is I'll bring in a frame, right, and give it the width and height of this frame 1. So 71 by 32. I just say 71 by 32. Please excuse me. So I'll leave this here and I'll come here and I'll check here for the border radius, which is 8. So I'll go here and give this a border radius of 8, right? I also give this a border radius of 8, right? And I will call this active animation. Or I'll call this active anime. For all of you who watch anime, I'll call this active anime. I won't give this a fill, right? Instead, I would turn this out of an auto layout, right? And then bring this, or you know what, I'll Control Z and still make this frame 1 an auto layout, right? And I will just name frame 1 to tab name. So then I will try and bring active anime into tab name and make this active anime absolute position. Now I want it to fit exactly like, because it's the same width and height, so I want it to fit like perfectly, if that makes sense, right? Okay, so it fits perfectly now, and I'll just say I want to send this to the back, right? Then let's talk about the coloring. So this is the background. So copy that, come here and give this active anime, which is the background, as you guys know, right? Or I'll just name this, instead of active anime, I'll just name this active background. So like that's the background of all the active elements, because you know, if you come here, not active tab elements, click on music is active now, and I want to give it that active background. So come here, so the active background, I'll fill it with the copied one, and I'll make photos not white, but like that ECE one thing, yeah, this one. So I'll give it this, right? Excuse me. So we have this, right? So now I want to create 3 variants from this single tab name, because if you notice, we have the active, which is this, Then we have this one that hovers. So this one is disabled, like videos is disabled, but when you hover on it, the color dims in a little bit. So we have to have two more variants, which is disabled and hover. When you hover on the disabled, so when I mean disabled, I mean disabled state. So come here, make a component, and then make a variant. Right, click on tab name again, make another variant. Right, so sorry, just give me a second. Yeah, I'm here. Okay, cool. So now we want to, when it is okay, so first of all, we have three variants, right? This is the components and we have three variants. So this one will be, just say this one is active. I'll say this one is inactive, right? I'll say this one is hover. Of course, only the inactive version hovers. So we'll come here, come to the active background, and we'll just take the fill off here. Come here as well, and would this active background, take the fill off here, right? Now these two have different colors. Excuse me. So let me see if I can use inspect element for that. A1, A1, double A. Okay, so let's do A1, A1, double A. Right? So A1, A1, double A. Then for the hover, let's see what the hover one is. Okay, so this one, no. Give me a second. I'm trying to figure out something. Try and see if I can see the colors on there. Mm. One second though. Okay. You know what? I'll just give it a random color because I can't seem to find that hover color anywhere. Can't seem to find that hover color anywhere. No walla though. Let's just give it a default. Let's just give it a color based off of what we have already. So I would come here and click on this to copy. Oh, you know what? I know what I will give it as default, as the hover color. I seen a mistake here. there's not supposed to be white. So I'll copy this one. This is supposed to be the white. Come here and fill this. So all of that white colors. Then this color is a bit darker than this A1A. So I'll just copy, oh sorry, just copy that. Come to tabs. And then I'll give the hover that second color, which is this, so you can see, right? Cool. So I'll say I want to prototype this now. I'll say this one, when I hover on it, not on click, on hover, I want it to smart animate, ease out 300 milliseconds, or ease in and out 300 milliseconds. Calm. Let me just say ease out 300 milliseconds, right? Right. So that's that for that. You don't need to change any of this. So what I can do now is just come to assets, close tables, open tabs, click on photos, come back to design here, click on photos again, insert instance. Yes, so we have this instance. So I want to duplicate it. So we can have two more. I duplicated one, then press Command D for the second one. I did not drag this one. I just Command D it because I already dragged one. Once you drag one, if you Command D, Figma would understand like and respect your preference. So like you can see, this one is 7. This one will also be 7, right? But we're still going to manipulate that. I'm just giving you guys a shortcut. So this one will be what? Music. And this one will be what? Videos. Right. Give me a second, please. So this one is excuse me. This one is 70 by 32. This one is 70 by 32 as well. 70 by wait. 69 by 32. 63. So definitely they are hot content and they are set in the middle. So come here, put this to the middle. Come here. For okay, put that to the middle as well. Okay. With fill content. I'll be fill container rather. So you can see that the videos and the music have adjusted perfectly, right? Is there any questions? I should take some water. I'll be okay. Give me a second. Let me just take some water. I have water right here. All right. So I just had some water. Thank you very much, Shegun. Let's go back. So are you guys following through though? Are you guys following through so far? Is it making sense? Is it too advanced? Are you lost? Are you just do a sake of say like what are you feeling? Let me know, please. A bit advanced. Do you think it is something you can catch up on like if you rewatch the video? Yeah, you can always get that with the video. Okay, so let's move on. Right? So now we see everything is centered. Everything is centered. You can always rewatch the video to see how we got there, but I think once you do, you can obviously you can go back, pause, yeah, so to be a lot more easier. So now I don't want this one to be active, so I'll come here because I already named all my layers. So I'll say I want this to be inactive. I want this to be inactive, and as you can see, something changed. So you just come here, put this to middle as well, because we did not change these ones. Put this to middle. Yeah, and come here, set this to the middle, set the text instead of hub to fill container, and here set the text instead of hub to fill container. So you have this in the middle and you have this in the middle. So let's change it and see how it moves. Exactly, it's the same. It's the same now. So if you put this back to inactive, yeah, there's no movement again. Okay, better. Yeah, there's no awkward movement. All right, so yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm stating the reasons behind the decisions. What decision have I made that you don't understand the reason to? Can you give me an example so I just go back on it if I've not gone far? Yeah, Denike, what's up? I can see your chat. What's up? Adenike, can you please tell me like something? I'm waiting for you to give me a reply so I can move on, please. Let me ask a question, Adenike. Did you see when I was creating the initial components? It's okay, but did you see when I was typing the initial components? Okay, I had to name the components because I told you the reason why I built an active state, inactive state, and hover state is if you come to the components here, this one is active videos. That's why you see it is different from music and photos. But if you bring your mouse to photos, it changes. Do you understand what I'm saying? It changes. It becomes a bit unnoticeable. It becomes a bit unnoticeable. That is why I had to say this one will be active. Sorry, just Command Z. Yeah. So this one will be active. This one will be inactive, and this one will be the hover for the inactive states. Do you understand? I didn't care. Do you understand so far? Okay, so that's why I did that. Do you understand now? Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so now we have the three of them. Let's see. This is an auto layout 4 that has padding of 4 on left, right, top, and center. We have padding of 4 left, right, bottom, and everything, right? So it says 12 here. Okay, that's for the okay. Yeah, so let's give this 4, 4, 4, 4 on each side. Let's do that now. So just put this, this, this in an auto layout. Then command, click on this and say 4. Right. Now go back. What else? think that's it. Border radius of 12 pixels. Okay, so let's give it a border radius of 12 pixels. And the fill, copy the fill from here, fill, paste. Right, so let me zoom in and let me just change the color here a little bit. Exactly, so you see what we have. Right, so now we come here and what else? We have to build this bottom part, right? So let's build the catalog of images or catalog of media or whatever we're going to attach there, right? So just say click on F to bring a frame, and we want the frame to be, first of all, set this to constraint, and we want the frame to be 80 by 80, right? Or is that too small? Do we want it to be 100 or 120? I think 120 is calm. Okay, I think 120 is calm. So I'll just, before I duplicate it, Command Z. This frame has 12, so I'll just give this border radius of 12 as well, and I'll just smoothen the corners to 60. Okay, so now I'll just name this image image 1. Come back to layers, drag this, right? Command D, Command D. I just want it to be 4. Just come. So I select all of them, put them in an auto layout, and let me see, 7. Let me make this 8. Let me check for the size of the actual frame so I see what I'm doing. 226. 226. So what do I have? I have 237. Let me make this 4. Let me make this 2. Let me make this 4. No, I'll just make this 2 or 3. 3, 2. No, I'll stick with 2, and then I'll just say I want it to be fixed with 226. So whatever that means. So I'll just leave that like that. When I come here, I'll make this for 16, 2, 4, 8. I think 8 is calm. Then I would come here and click on this frame. No, not this one. $758. Doesn't there should be some sort of, okay, hold on. Give me a second, bro. Padding 12 on the left and right. It's padding 12 pixels. Okay, everywhere. All right, makes sense. So I'll just say 12 everywhere. Then I would say this is content. Content and heading, right? So I'll put the two of them in an auto layout. Then I'll come back here. I'll come back here and check the space. Just take this one off. Click on this, 12 pixels. So I come here and say I want it to be 12 pixels, not just 12. So I want it to be this. This is too far. So I'll just say 8 or 4. Yeah. Just to make it align with, because this is 4, you get. So this 2, even though it's like, you know what, let me just make this 8. Let's see. Probably change that later, but let's see. 12, 12. It's actually 12. Uh, okay. You know what? I'll just say 12. Yeah, it's calm. It's calm. Then this one, let me see. Let me see this to the 17, 16, then to the top 32. Okay. So 16, 32. So I'll just say 16, 32. Right. That's for that. Then I will give it a stroke of 2 on the outside. On the outside, give it a corner radius of 24. We check. 16, 16, 8, 8. Oh, okay. No wall. 8 pixels. Okay. Can I get the stroke color from you at least? Let me see. Now, wow. It's calm. Let's go back. So, yeah. So this is what we have. We'll just name this, tabs 01, right? We'll give this one 8 pixels, right? And we'll give it the color of this hover. Can you guys hear me clearly? Or is my voice shallow? I notice I've been bending down a bit towards the mic, so. All right, no problem, Hazel, for sure. Can you guys hear me clearly? All right. Shogun, I deal with you. I believe you die. Let's go. Okay, so let's make this dynamic. Let's just change the pictures real quick. Comes on splash. Can just pick anything. I just say art. All licenses come to free. Or orientation come to square because obviously the images are squared. Or you know what? I'll just say photography. Like this. So I want to select some pictures here. Shift. Select that one. Select this. Not trying to waste time. Let's select this. I like this. I'll just change this to this. Okay. So let me just take out the white. Bring this one. Crop it. Okay, can't crop that. No voila. Leave that there. This is okay like this. I can change it later. Let's not waste time on that. So I would click on this tabs and make it a component. Now I want two variants for photo, for music and videos. This is just for photos. So I'll create one variant and then I'll click on the tabs again, create another variant. Exactly. So what I'll do is I'll name this photos. I'll name this music. I'll name this videos. Right? Now, this is the reason why I did that absolute positioning here in the first place. Because if you come here, you can see in the layers panel. Let me just move this up. Anyway, This active background is on auto layout, is on absolute position, right? So I'll explain that. If you come here now, I want to make the music active, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give me a second. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come here and I'm going to click on this, open this. When I open it, I'll see the active background. I'm just going to click on the active background, hold shift and drag. Hold on. Click on active background, hold shifts and drag it. You know what? Just click on active background and just move it. Oh, okay. I know where the problem is from. Yikes. Can't do it like that. Okay, let me do like this instead. I'll just control Command Z. I'll go back to this initial tabs, right? Before I make it a component, I'll come here to the photos, open this, take out this active background. I'll go here and I'll just go and hide it, make it hidden, right? But I want to use the active background, so I will bring it outside. I'll just duplicate it like Command D to duplicate, and I'll just drag one outside. Wait, hold on, just give me a second. Okay, no, I'll just build another one, 71 by 32. So create a frame, 71 by 32 with border radius of 8, and what's the color? Let me do that and collect that color there, and then disable it. I'll just bring this into this frame, and I would make it absolute position, right? And then I would give it that color, and then I would also send it to where? To the back, like that. You get me? So now I'll make these tabs components, and I would give it a variant, come on the tabs again, give it another variant, right? So I come here, I'll name this photos. Come here, I'll name this music. Come here, I would name this videos, right? Is there any other questions? Is there something you don't want to understand? Try using the arrow key. Nah, bro, I know what I'm doing. Trust me. I'm trying to create something. You get me? Like, there are a lot of people that have created the tab component, but you notice that when you click on music, for example, let me, okay. When you click on, say, videos, for example, right? The prototype, it moves. It doesn't like, it moves from the left to the right. If you're moving from photos to music, it moves from the right to the left, right? Like I said, while recording this stream, I'm using a lot of my CPU, so my system is lagging. It's not the network, it's just like my CPU is already loaded with like the recording software, right? But I know you understand what I'm saying. Like, it moves to the right. Shouts out to CC. She was the one who suggested that we build it like this, you know. So that's what I'm trying to achieve. That's why I'm doing all the absolute positioning and all of that. But you understand it. Just give me a minute, right? So now this is music. Obviously I want music to now be active. Do you understand? So first of all, mind you, I have taken away the fill from here, but this is still active regardless. Like, if you click on this, it says active. So I want music to be active, right? So I'll come to music, select music here. It's an inactive, and I'll make it active. And I'll come to photos, right? I'll make, sorry, give me a second. I'll make photos inactive, right? Then there's that frame, right? That frame one. I didn't name it, don't worry. I'll just now move it because it's in absolute position. I'll now move it till it sits exactly where music is. Yeah, I think it's exactly here. So it sits exactly where music is, right? So now music is active and videos and photos are inactive. So we come down to photos now. We'll make sorry, videos rather. We'll make photos here inactive and we'll make these videos here active, right? Then we'll click on here and look for that frame one, which is this, right? This is the heading frame. The frame one is inside the heading frame. So I use shift and I just move that frame so it goes to videos, right? And sits exactly where it should, align perfectly. So now I have it there. So if you click on this, it says videos. Click on this, it says music. Click on this, it says photos, right? And you can see that here, this is active. This is inactive. And this is inactive as well. So you understand what I'm saying, right? Is my network bad? Let me check my network. Oh, it's on 3G. Okay, let me restart it. Just give me a second. Let me restart it. How far? Can you guys hear me now?